Hello, welcome back. We're still on the discussion of bird flu. You can call in with your questions. The number to call is 0808-054-2233. That's 0808-054-2233. Now, as yet, there have been no human casualties, no human infections. But how does this transfer actually to human beings?
Oh, that's simple. We know the fact that the virus itself has the hemagglutinin surface glycoprotein I talked about the other time. So immediately there is a sneeze or an indirect contact, maybe on the surface having the virus, and via the hand, and that is taken into the nose. The virus uses its hemagglutinin surface glycoprotein to attach to the host receptor.
So they breathe it in?
Exactly. You get it inoculated into the epithelia or the wet surfaces.
How about if there's a cut in the body? Can it get through there as well?
No. It is not.
So it's purely airborne.
Exactly. It is through the respiratory and other opening, including the mouth.
Okay.
From the hand to the nose, to the mouth, and sometimes to the eye.
So if a person were to wash their hands regularly and not put it to the nose or the mouth before washing, and probably were to wear a nose mask about, that person shouldn't get it?
Yes. That's, in fact, even ensure that is not, that the virus is not transmitted from the farm to the environment, that has to be taken care right from the farm. So that the farm handlers or the chicken handlers, follow all these preventive measures right from their farm so that it doesn't get into the community.
Okay. Can a human being get it as a third party, for example? Maybe it goes from the chicken to the
woman,
to the pig.
Okay.
And then from there to the human being. Is that possible?
Yes, it's possible. In fact, even over time, we've had reverse zoonosis or anthroponosis, where women also infect the pigs. So we've had cases of reported transmission from human to the animals themselves.
We're getting a call. Hello? Hello? Ishaya, are you on the line? I'm afraid we lost Ishaya. So now, what if somebody has a little farm, 6, 7, 12 chickens, just for personal consumption, not for commercial use, and they start to die? Is that enough to raise an alarm?
Yes. Even if it is 1 or 2 that are seen within our environment, we need to raise an alarm.
So you just go to the Department of Agriculture and say,
exactly,
my chicken died, what's the matter?
Yes. In fact, that is the way it is being done abroad. Immediately, virologists will come around, they will sample the beds, go into the laboratory, and do the analysis in order for us to be sure of the etiology of the death. So that is important.
Okay, can you make us understand the exact method of containing this disease? But before we go there, we have a call coming in. Hello, George?
Yeah, good afternoon.
It appears that we can't get George.
Hello?
So just keep trying. We might be able to get you. So it's in a particular location, for example.
Okay.
What really are the methods for making sure, not just personal protection now about gloves and all that, making sure it doesn't get to the next farm or across the states?
As part of the measures is that the birds should be immediately killed.
Okay. Including the ones that have not caught the disease? Yes,
on the same farm location, we have to, remove them and bury them adequately. And sometimes we quarantine the same farm from birds, as in birds from that farm, from getting into farms around.
So no birds in,
So the
no birds out.
quarantine measure, exactly, the quarantine measure must be taken into consideration.
Are you saying that a farmer, for maybe 12, 13 chickens that died, loses all his poultry in the farm?
At that point,
yes.
that is the need for the government to come in.
Okay, just a minute. Let's quickly take this call. We'll come back to that. Hello.
Hello? Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, George. We've got George back. Please ask your question.
Yes, Doctor, I appreciate your presence with the television. Hello?
Go on, we can hear you.
Yes. From his perspective, I run an NGO where we assist youth in birds and fish farming. You get so in this kind of viral disease, do they as a body license individuals to have a license to operate on a fish farming or bird farming so as to get ascertained with moving birds from state to state, as you rightly pointed out, that those viral diseases could be given to another state in taking these birds from one state to another. What measure do they imply in transporting these birds, maybe from Lagos to Abuja or from Bayelsa to Lagos? So if actually the viral disease is in Bayelsa, and individuals who operate on a personal bird farm operate from Bayelsa to Abuja, what measure do they do? What measure do they imply in stopping those birds from transferring those viral disease from the state where they were to another state?
Thank you, George. Thank you, George.
As you rightly said.
Thank you. This is what we're just talking about.
Exactly.
Maybe somebody has his own little farm somewhere. Maybe he's even operating commercially on the side or something not too big.
Okay.
What are the regulations that guide the movement of birds, especially in a situation like this?
In fact, that is part of the measures that has to be put in place, right from the local government to the state and across the federal, so that individual don't just go into the market, pick a lorry or something and pack all the birds and start moving them.
And then just go to another state and sell.
So all those measures, we need to put them in place as a nation so that people can put in place minimum biosecurity measure in the transportation of the birds.
Well, the sooner the better.
Yes.
Is it possible for somebody with bird flu to transmit it to another person?
No, that has not been.
No human-to-human transmission.
Human-to-human transmission has not been reported as such. But what we have in literature is that from the bird to the human. In fact, the moment we start having the human-to-human, that may be something else, that calls for all concern. But we never can say. We still need to be careful so that anytime we discover that an individual is having it, we need to put in place adequate measures at ensuring that we do not have direct human-to-human transmission all over.
Is that possible? Can that happen at any point in
Very
time?
possible, and that's the need for the individuals who immediately they are known to be having it are expected to be quarantined. They are expected to be quarantined and immediately commence treatment on them.
The agricultural bodies are speaking, international agricultural bodies, talking about their fears that this strain could mutate into something else and snowball into something very dangerous, then get into humans and then be able to move from one human being to the other. I hope this is not something foreseeable.
And that's the need for us to put in place all measures needed at containing the pandemic of the virus. We've had that over time, including that of 1918 and 1889. Don't forget. In fact, that of the 1918, the Spanish flu, killed up to about 100 million individuals globally.
So right now, what you're saying is the watchword is no birds in, no birds out.
In locations where the virus has been detected or isolated.
So in all these other states too, there's an embargo on them for movement of birds.
Yes. In fact, we need to be careful from the source of where you are getting the birds from.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Anjorin. That
Thank
has
you
been a
very
very
much for
engaging
having
half
me.
hour. Thanks for coming. And thank you for being with us. Thanks for those calls. We didn't get to take any tweets. I guess they haven't come in yet. Have a great day. I'm Mary Alale Yusuf.